Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not digitally pictured on your screen, is ever-present producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Sweet Home Chicago Blackhawks 2024-2025 season part 3. Jeff, we are doing shockingly well going into
Yeah, we've
2025. It's now
actually equaled
January.
the Real Hawks win total for this season already, and we're not even halfway through the season. Why we're doing this well is open the question. I mean, we've got points wise. It's not like anybody's really having a breakout year or is wildly out of line, except maybe Brandstrom with what they did in real life this year. Brandstrom we picked up on waivers has somehow had a pretty big season, except I think what's really doing it has to be the goalies, and basically Spencer Knight, who in real life came over at the trading deadline, is kind of carrying the team right now. 1.92 goals against average, 921 save percentage. So somehow that's keeping us afloat and probably screwing up our draft pick. But I still think we should. I put a few more guys on the trading block. Saney and Bertuzzi. I think that's it. Just because we really should be moving the older guys out this year and seeing what we can get at the trading deadline. Because of the real life moves the Hawks made, we've already got a ton of early draft picks.
Yeah, it'd be more if we could maybe use some of those draft picks to pick somebody up.
Yeah. I mean, we've got, pick somebody up now to win for this year? And
Well, look at how our team is. Our team's doing really well.
Yeah, it's a good way to get fired 2 seasons in when it all falls apart. No, we're playing this for the long term now. But as you can see, there's 2 first-round picks in each of the next 2 years, although the Leafs is top 10 protected. That shouldn't be an issue. And then a bunch of second-rounders as well. At least 2 second-rounders in each of the next 3 drafts. So we're in pretty good shape, at least we will be draft pick-wise. But, can't hurt to pick up a few more. Deadline is still 3 months out. March 7th, we are January 2nd, yeah.
2 months, yeah.
So 2 months out. And I guess we'll just keep going from here. Didn't make any other major changes because, want to change what we're doing right now. The other thing that's going on, rather than our usual pattern of getting a bunch of small injuries and wearing out the roster that way, we've become more efficient by getting long-term injuries on a few players. Although it looks like Vlasic finally ticked off, went over from indefinite to an actual estimate, so we've got 3 to 4 months on him. That happened right at the start of the year. I think it was our first or second preseason game. So
yeah, something like that.
We're gonna be without him for most, if not all, the season. Mikheyev is done for the year, and Foligno's on a similar schedule to Vlasic, so may not see any of those guys back this year. And I did, we just had the news item popped up. I did give Brandstrom a contract extension, just because he's done so well this year. He could wind up getting. I gave him $1.4 million for 2 more years. No trade clauses or anything else on it. But he too is probably somebody that could be traded if we got a nice deal for him. And we continue to win 4-3 in overtime. And Brandstrom celebrates a new contract with 3 assists and the first star. I mean, we're a pretty good shot for the playoffs right now, but I still don't think we should be bringing anybody in for the short term. This is just extra job security for the inevitable long rebuilding period. The bad thing would be if the owner got the idea that having a good year this year meant we should start winning next season already. And yeah, where are the the Leafs are first place in the league. Okay, yeah, so that protect the pick won't come into play. And yeah, Fitness-wise, everybody's still okay. First game we put in Brossois, and I got a shout out. Brossois is back. He didn't come back at all from injury this year in real life, but he's back early in this one. Got a shout out in his first game back. Ooh. And got blown up by the Rangers 6-1 in his second game, so not quite as successful that time around.
Oops.
But we can afford to lose a few. So, few interesting things going on in the NHL in the last week or so, Adam. You were at a pretty good game on the weekend?
I was, yes. I was at several good games, actually, since... Several good games since we last streamed? No, I guess no. I guess the last one was
it would have been a
just before that. Yes, Game 7 in Winnipeg was a lot of fun.
got a little bit loud when they got that. Oh, here we go. We got an offer. Stanislav Svozil for TJ Brody. You're getting a. Brody's contract is $4.25 million. 2 years left on it. And he is 34 years old. What we're getting back in return is a guy who's only 1.5 stars now. Has been okay-ish in the AHL. Former third rounder. He's only 21 and he's on his...
It is a great name. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, I mean, Hawks and a guy named Stan. It's a pretty good fit. I think I'm going to make the deal. He's still got 3-star potential. Isn't quite living up to it, but Brody is presumably declining. I'm just going to quickly shop Brody around just to see if we can get anything better for him. Quick look at the free agent list. Oh, trading block is surprisingly full. But let's see if Brody attracts anything else. Oops. Oh, quite a few offers actually. 5th rounder from Anaheim. Okay, well, they're all few 5th rounders. Yeah, the guy from Calgary's no good. Jolabit, no. Old. 5th rounders, guys in their 30s. Yeah, Magna's ancient too. Okay, a lot of offers, but they're all basically pretty much the same level. Nothing remotely as good as that one. So I'm going to go ahead and make that move. Oh, did I screw something up here? Did I reject that? I think I rejected that. Oops.
That's all right.
See if they'll take it. Anyhow.
It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's only for an okay person.
And I'll get back to us. Hopefully they'll be okay with doing that. And we bounce back from a loss with a 4-3 win over Colorado. Is Stream Element screwing up? I think the
No.
it's getting cut off for me.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see what you mean
you're
there.
not getting a dot 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 at the end, where the newsletter link should be. And now they won't do it. So much for that. We'll see if we get a little better one closer to the deadline. Wings up next. Stick with the same lineup because it's doing well. We lose 4-2 to the Wings that time. Nashville doing surprisingly well this year. The other new thing going on, or one of the new things going on, Utah announced their proper name and logo. So
That's true.
Mammoth, good name. Not as good as Yeti would have
I like
been,
the
but apparently that was copyrighted.
I mean, there's only so much you can do.
And just gonna take a look at how the World Juniors turned out. Canada with a 6-1 win over Finland for the gold. And Sweden gets bronze. And back-to-back against Edmonton tonight, so I'll put Persois in for the second game. And he loses again, 4-1 loss to the Oilers. So I think we may finally be slowing down. And the media says Lashunov is not to blame for the loss. Well, sure, might as well agree with them. How is our media relationship, by the way? Harmony is fine. GM media relationship is excellent. So the Chicago media loves us so far. Speaking of Chicago, do you presume the new Pope is a Hawks fan?
I would imagine.
Apparently a White Sox fan, but didn't say anything about other sports.
Who?
And Calgary next. And there we go, back on track. Knight gets a 6-0 shutout over the Flames. And, what else? Joel Quenneville hired by the Ducks as their new coach. Controversial move.
Sure. Unexpected?
Yeah, I mean, somebody pointed out, I think it was on Reddit, that last couple of coaches of the year have both been young guys in their first job, but for some reason a lot of teams just won't look at the keep recycling the guys who've been around a bit.
Well, the young guys, you say that, and then yet.
Well, guys in their first head coaching job.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, well, those winners. Oh, that's probably what's happening. Okay, I think I figured out what the issue with Stream Elements is.
What's it doing?
No, I got to figure.
Okay.
Something I did by accident.
One thing about the new Utah logo, it looks a little too much like the Predators logo.
But the horns go up and one goes down.
And they're
Perfectly
both
fine.
pointing to the right, and it's both like a prehistoric animal that looks really aggressive. Although I'd like the way they work the mountains into the Utah logo. Does look pretty good. Still think Yeti would have been cooler.
Yeti would have been cooler, but that's again, Jeff. You were a fan of the CFL, which at one point had two teams named the Rough Riders.
No, they had the Rough Riders and the Rough Riders.
Yes, in a 9-team league. The AHL had two teams named the Admirals for years too.
And we just keep winning over Vegas this time. Don't know how we're doing it, but I'll take it. Well, look,
So
we're
my
just
point is,
pumping
it's
up
all
the vet
relative.
trade value of all of our guys. One thing we did do different, we put Bedard in more of a shooter's role this year, and it's kind of paying off because he's number 6 in goals. Although I think he's hasn't had a lot of assists. His point total wasn't that impressive. And Nick Lard is one of our prospects. It's a 15. Wow, nice season he's having in the OHL. Sault Ste. Marie. And I'll give that Brossoit the start against Carolina. And he blows another one, 4-3 loss. You been watching the Leafs series?
I mean, if it's on and I'm bored, yes.
The rate the Panthers are going after the Leafs goalies. And like expecting Johnny Bauer in there for Game 7. I'll be working through a few guys.
I mean, you got a few more to go before then.
Yeah. He's a proven winner, though. Is he still alive? No. Can't be.
I think he. Okay, I'm gonna look this up before I say something bad. I think I know the answer in my head, but I don't want to get it wrong.
And 4-3 overtime win over
Seven-
Tampa.
2017, he passed away.
When I see, I thought it was fairly recent. Well, recent-ish. Last 10 years.
It's 8 years. Huh.
Because he was in his 60s when they brought him back and sat him on the bench for a game in the early 80s. Although his age was always kind of in question. And Tom Wilson gets a 6-game suspension. Whatever he did, I'm sure he deserved it. Six-one win over Minnesota. And Lardis' OHL streak now up to 17 games. Where's he in our depth chart? Oh, actually, our 4th best right wing. So, yeah, I think he'll be with us next year. Hudson Thornton, the guy we signed off of out of the ECHL, was doing really well there. Although I think his potential may have dipped slightly from what it was when we first signed him. But he's been doing okay in Rockford. 13 points in his first 22 games.
So I think that's yeah. We didn't have a good scouting on him when we signed him. Like he was an F scout or something.
Speaking of Rockford, their record almost identical to ours. And again, not putting up a lot of points, but yeah, goalies, Camesso and Soderblom. Although Soderblom, he's done all right since we sent him down. And we just beat Tampa Bay a little while ago. Can we do it again? 5-4 win. Sooner or later, this has to fall apart, but I think at this point now we're actually a pretty good bet for the playoffs. because the Pacific is looking pretty bad. Largest finally lost his point streak. Throw Brossois in against Carolina. 6-3 loss. And that's not good. Teravainen, our best healthy left wing. See, again. Can't have just little injuries. Torn back muscle, gone indefinitely. Although Jovelino's got an oblique strain, so at least that's relatively minor. But I'm going to have to call somebody up here. Vaneker's in the OHL. Gavin Hayes, we gave him a game earlier. Gutman, not a big prospect. Yeah, I think Hayes is coming back up. And Teravainen onto the injured list now. And no, not going to delay treatment. A decent chance he's gone for the year. Valeno's still out day to day. If he's not back, I'll put Anderson in for him for the next game. And what's the score in the Oilers game now? Adam, you there?
Yeah. I'm just checking. 3-2 right now. Oilers.
Oh, the Oilers get back. Nice. And yeah, well, I know it still hurts, so... Actually, I have to do the monthly budget first. Scouting, yeah, we got plenty of money to spend, so... So we'll spread it around. Yeah, well, you know, for Anderson for this one game, I'll just shuffle, have the AI redo the lines. Against the Panthers. And despite the injuries, despite the lines getting shuffled around, we're still winning 6-2. Lucas Reichel with a big game. Still within a point of the division lead. Stream elements thing okay now?
Sure.
Owner conference update. Uh-oh. Oh boy, he thinks we're a contender now. That's not good. Because the expectations will be higher, and when this eventually falls apart, I hope it doesn't hurt our job security too badly. So, Mitch Marner re-signed with the Leafs. And here's the... five-year extension. The Leafs won't have that. I know isn't back yet. So after another game like that, put Brossoit in against the Oilers, see if he can heat up a little bit, or at least not lose again. He cannot. 4-1 loss. There we go. Good enough for Brossoit. 20-year-old left wing Josh Davies. Not having a fantastic year in the AHL. The second year of his ELC. Former 6th round pick isn't that impressive. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that. And still no Veleno. Thought we seemed to be winning without him. And Teravainen and Vlasic and Mikheyev. And Spencer Knight picks up another shutout. 5-0 over Nashville this time. And now it's Reichel that's hurt. Only a minor injury for once, 1 to 2 weeks. And just curious where Ovechkin is relative to Gretzky in this. 3 goals back. Still no Veleno, so I'm going to let Reichel play this game, then presumably Veleno comes back, and I'll leave. I'll let him sit after that. And 4-1 loss to the Blues. We've got a few days off here, so Veleno should be healthy after this. And Bedard actually up to number 2 in goals for the league. And Knight continuing to lead in goals against average. And number 2 in wins. And we'll have to change the Utah name and logo this offseason in the game.
Now that we know it, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I finally got it back.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
I think maybe it's finally working. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's showing a link now at least. It's supposed to be showing that or the newsletter link?
No, well, it rotates things through on both channels.
Yeah. Canucks doing about as expected in this. Jets doing pretty well too. Hellebuck number 4 in the league for goals against average. That's about right. Leafs doing well. Oilers, yes. Other than us, things are mostly going to plan. Retirement a possibility for Shea Weber, you think?
Trade proposal.
Yep.
Carolina again.
And this time they
Yes.
want Athanasiou in that stupid contract for
Robida.
Justin Robida.
Is he related to Stefan?
He's from the Q, so oh yeah, I think that's his son. Right.
He's oh man.
Yep. Son of Stefan Robida.
Starting to feel really old all of a sudden.
Stefan Robida ever play for the Hawks? Nope. Oh no, he did. Yeah, one season. One season. That's right. Just before the lockout year. So bring his kid back for the overpaid 30-year-old. Not a huge prospect, but and he's a center. We've got a ton of those already. What do you think?
We can train a guy to be a wing.
Okay.
Better to have a guy who can take faceoffs.
So Robida, who has a minor injury, comes to us. Immediately goes to Rockford, and we got to find somebody to fill in now for Athanasiou. And I think that's going to be the lesser Ratu.
The lesser Ratu.
No, not as good as his brother. Okay, I'm just going to have to redo the lines. Right, go out. I think you got most of these. Oh, you got the whole thing locked.
I did because I was messing with the defensive pairings, if you remember.
And yeah, I'm just going to basically unlock the whole thing except the top line. Bedard. Okay, that's oh god, Anderson on the second line. Yeah, I guess that's about as good as we got. And
When you trade away everyone.
Yeah. Does Ratu have a sensible role? Change that, and who's the other guy? Hayes was called up, but I think he's okay. Yeah. That must put us pretty close to the floor because that was, I think, like a 3 or 4 million cap hit on Athanasiou.
Very possibly.
May have to look for some dead cap space just to be safe.
Well, looking at from our save from the start, we were at 75 million. So
okay, yeah, we're fine.
Him.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, the Weber contract helps. Although that'll be gone next year. Yeah, Four Nations face-off is come and gone. And yeah, just exactly according to form in real life, Canada loses to the U.S. in the round robin and wins in the final game.
Just as it's planned.
Did McDavid get the winner in this one? Yes, he did. How about that? And wait, who had the assist on the winning goal in real life? Do you remember? I think one of them was Marner, wasn't it?
Could be.
Marner and Makar here. I think that's the same. Just not in overtime. Okay, and how does the Athanasiou lineup look? 6-3 win. just keeps rolling. Okay, right goes back. Who goes out? Probably. Anderson's been okay. All right, we had a pretty good game, so I'll take Anderson out for him.
You have nobody left to trade at the trade deadline at the rate you're going.
And Ryko can play right wing. Yeah, he's going to stay in that second line spot. Yeah, still got a little time before the deadline. And Brossoit, hot and cold again. 5-0 shutout over the Leafs this time. Oh, it's actually a little closer than I thought. We're almost at the end of February. And there we go, just on cue. The Devils making an offer for Spritzani, but no, that's actually a bad one. Not going to do that. How's the injuries looking? Foligno's down to 1 to 2 months. Taravine's still showing indefinite. Mikheyev is now showing 2 to 3 months instead of indefinite. Vlasic 2 to 3 months as well. So we ain't getting them back. Here's the Utah, soon to be Mammoths, 2-1 overtime win. And now it's Anaheim making an offer. Sasha Pastujov. Oh, actually, 3.5-star potential. Third rounder. Doing reasonably well in the AHL.
Actually, Jeff, as you're talking about this, you're talking about important news from the week. Although it doesn't directly affect, us at FHM. Did you see the big news that GameStop is closing in Canada?
No, I missed that.
Because it's being rebranded and EB Games is coming back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was bought by a Quebec guy.
I think I'm going to go ahead and make this move just because we don't really need Brossoit. He's been inconsistent, and this gets us another younger guy.
But now my hope is how much longer do you think it'll be back till we have Shop of the Future back?
I don't think Future Shop is ever coming back.
I didn't think EB Games was ever coming back.
And I'm actually going to send Anderson down, give the new guy a few games.
I love Future Shop.
Overpriced hardware.
No different than anywhere else now. But all the good things from Future Shop over the years.
And Soderblom gets to come back.
Okay, I officially think I have it fixed now, so.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it looks right now. And Studio's first game against Vegas is a 6-3 loss. Ouch. How'd he do?
It's not his first game.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Where do you see him playing another game? We just traded for him.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. I thought you were talking about the goalie.
No, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Soderblom.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the rookie who did not have
My
a game.
apologies. My apologies.
And the media is criticizing Bedard. Let's defend him slightly because I don't want to. I'd rather annoy the media than annoy Bedard. And getting a lot of trades leading up to the deadline. And now it's the Kings offering something for Saney. Francesco Pinelli. Unimpressive AHL numbers.
Now, that is a
second-round pick.
former stream star,
Pinelli?
Mr. Pinelli. Yeah.
Is he one?
I believe, and I would have to go back and watch, but I believe he was on our Quebec stream many, many years ago.
Well, let's bring him back then for Saney. But he is definitely starting in the AHL. So Anderson comes back up.
Mr. Anderson.
And Reichel is hurt again, so. Kind of replaced all the sort of middling guys on the roster that we were looking to move and got a lot younger in the process, and we still seem to be winning somehow, so I'll take it. Kind of regretting Teravainen being injured because 30 years old, he would have been an obvious candidate to move for somebody at the deadline.
Now, you have to have some guys at some point.
Why? We're doing fine without him.
At some point, Jeff.
And how close are we to the deadline? It's the 7th. This is the 1st, so we got a few more days. So many scout assignments this time. I think we got the critical ones covered as far as I can see. Oops, we play short. So we are Anderson. And 2-0 shutout over the Ducks, and Stuyov, the new guy, is the first star with his first NHL goal. Somehow we are on top of the division. On our confidence update, still thinks we're a contender. This can't last.
Why not? 3 days away from the trade deadline, we're first place.
We're going to have a massive train wreck in the second season. We'll get fired halfway through.
Colorado being at the bottom is interesting.
Well,
Nashville being at the top.
It's post-trade Colorado.
I know. So Brock Nelson hasn't scored a goal for them still?
Give Soderblom a first start since being called up. And he comes through with a shutout.
Excellent.
Jets made a trade. 4th or 6th rounder for Connor Mackey from the Rangers.
That's a typical Jets trade.
And we got another win, although this one's an overtime over Ottawa, 4-3. And
I'm not sure the Jets are ever going to draft in the 2nd round again, but
it'll all pay off if you go all the way this year. And you might want to try checking Rant in the next game. And we're at the deadline. So is there anybody still on our trading block? Brody. I'm going to try shopping him, see if... Actually, let's... Anybody on here that... Throwing with them. There was one other guy on our... Like I said, don't want to put Teravami out there. They're blanked out because they're hurt, so we can't even do that. Brody and... Just want to package him with somebody else. There was somebody else on the trading block. I can't remember who it was, though. Oh, Bertuzzi. I packaged 2 of them together and shop. What kind of offers do I get? Very little. Philadelphia offers us Jacob Pelletier and Rodrigo Ebles. Not bad, not great. And the Kraken. Max Lajoie, no thanks. Luke Hanman, no. Let's just have a look at the trading block and see if there's anybody relatively young on it. Oh, here we go. Maverick Lamoureux from Utah. Oh, and there's Swazzle again, the guy who we were offered before. I'll try doing that again for Brody. Oh, they're going to go below the cap floor, even with taking Brody's salary on. Oh no, that's us.
go sign somebody for...
I'm just going to see if Utah or if Columbus has anybody on it. Oh, Goodbranson, yeah. And Goodbranson says he won't come here. Yeah. What if we retain half of Brody's salary? Far too weak. Okay, forget that. Lamoureux, though. For Utah, Brody, obviously. What if I can offer them? Bertuzzi, no, Bertuzzi's no trade clause. Where'd Brody go? Does Utah have a bad contract? He and Cole.
Utah should say they should easily have some bad contracts.
Well, they do. Utah can't add that amount of salary, even taking Brody back. Okay, what if I'd have his contract? 2 week. Any older guy we own the rights to that's probably not going to come.
But we don't need Bass. Offer the goalie.
I'll offer them defenseman and the goalie. Soderstrom. Okay, we got a deal. So we pick up Maverick Lamoureux, having a decent season in the AHL. Former first round pick, albeit a late one. And stay-at-home defenseman, I think he... no, maybe he stays up. Yeah, Del Maestro's worse than him, so he can go down. Still well above the floor, too. Although we'll have to watch that when Weber's contract goes away. And Cole will just sort of hang on the roster for the rest of the year. Not going to use him much.
No, need an extra defenseman. Still can call one more person up.
Okay, injuries. Anybody coming back soon? Not particularly. Let's just redo the lines again. Still have the new guys on the second line. Trevor Lano in that spot. Okay, and Murphy's got groin tightness, so Cole will get a game in, and he needs a number. Let's go with 45. So the new look Hawks against Utah. Keeps winning, 5-0 win, and Lamoureux, the new guy, is the first star in his first NHL game.
Of course.
Because absolutely nothing other than, a ton of injuries can go wrong for us in this game.
Are you inviting injuries? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I mean, I said we couldn't win. We kept winning, so... A whole bunch of trades on deadline day. Have a quick look through those. Nate Danielson, the Predators for a first rounder. Just looking for big names. Quite a few young guys for draft picks. Not really seeing any blockbusters. Oh, that's partly because we've got this. We started with the post-trade and deadline rosters, so teams should theoretically already have what they need. And Ryan Suzuki to Ottawa on waivers. another one. 4-3 against Nashville this time. Big game because that's putting us 5 points up on them in the Central. And Murphy almost back, but Cole will get to play a little bit more. Ouch, 6-1 loss to Colorado. What do you think of the Islanders getting the first overall pick?
I'm glad it went to a team that's worthwhile. I think it's interesting who they're going to hire for a GM. I can't believe someone would actually hire Peter Chiarelli again.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked that the two top names have been Peter Chiarelli and Mark Bergevin.
Got to bring in the retreads.
Bergevin's been kind of doing some quiet things in LA.
And easy 4-1 win over San Jose, who's by far the worst. Team in the league. Now we got Bedard hurt. It's just minor.
I'm not sure. Matthew Darche is going to get a GM job soon. I'm more curious why Buffalo thinks adding Stahl as a special assistant to the GM is a good idea.
Well, not like that's a critical job.
No, it's just an odd choice. Then again, if they hired next Sabres, they would have been accused of the old boys club, so like Philly.
Okay, let's see how we do without Bedard.
I mean, Stahl did play for the Sabres for a year.
And even with Bedard out of the lineup, we somehow keep winning. 2-1 over the Canucks this time.
But yeah, you're playing against one of the worst teams in the league. Should win that game.
Yeah. Canucks are at least in the playoffs, I think. No, maybe not. Pacific Division really doing really poorly in this game. So I think you're actually going to get to play in the playoffs in the next stream. I don't think there's any way we could screw this up. Like, at least a dozen points out. A bunch of college hockey tournaments winding up. Bedard still sitting for game 2. Soderblom can start against the Kraken, and we lose 6-3. "14 games left in the season, and we are we're tied for first in the division. Jets are coming on pretty strong."
Oof, there's a stat. Just checking. We're on our third Pope since the last time the Sabres made the playoffs.
And third game of no Bedard, and it's another win. Right, Nazar, the first start this time with 3 points.
So what you're telling me is we should trade Connor Bedard. That's what I'm understanding.
To the Canucks.
No.
He's from BC. He wants to come behind, go home. That's what we're saying.
Nobody wants to go to the Canucks, Jeff. Have you learned nothing in the last few months?
Okay. Bedard's still out with that cut, so I'm going to leave him out. Okay. Ouch, 5-1 loss to the Blues. And Matthews is over 50 goals already. Oh, we forgot to check the Gretzky race. And oh, Ovechkin. Oh, wait, I read that earlier one wrong. He's 6 goals back. I thought he was closer than that. And second game of the back-to-back, Soderblom will start that and lose to the Flyers. So we're starting to drop a few games here now. Although the Jets seem to be losing as well. And then they just tied us. And the Stars have just one game in hand. And the Jets have passed us. Okay, Bedard is healthy, so I will put him back in, and I think this is the roster I will leave you with. Just going to take a look at the stats for the season. Donato, doing pretty much what he did in real life. Comeback year for him. So his numbers are in line. Teravainen doing well until he got hurt. Bedard, what do you mean? Must have missed some time earlier, too. Can't remember. But a lot of goals this year, the opposite of what he's been doing in real life, but that's how we set him up. So that seems to have worked out well for us. Bertuzzi, despite me trying to trade him, has had a pretty good year. Frank Nazar, decent year. Nadeau, since we called him up. Or no, that was a trade. That was for Martinez. Good rookie year. Foligno, not great numbers, although a ton of assists. Stuyov, pretty good start. And how's Lamoureux doing? 4 assists in his first 9. Lamoureux also starting well. So the young guys are working out. Goalies. Knight still has great numbers. Soderblom, not so much. But he's good enough for backup. And is there something else I was going to look at? Harmony. Harmony, we're still fine. Oh, the injury situation. So, actually, we were saying we expected to lose Vlasic and Mikheyev for the whole season, but I think they may be back if we're going to get into the playoffs, so we might see them. Foligno looks like he probably will be. Teravainen probably not, and Weber is done. And quick look, let me see if there's anybody we need to... Oh, Stuyov is expiring contract. Let's take care of that. Same with Finelli. A couple of the young guys... Crevier looks like he's done okay for this season. And Gutman's minor league depth. I'm going to re-sign him. So I think we got most of our young guys taken care of. A few of them that we're just going to let expire. I don't think Ratu's probably not worth bringing back. Leipin, Sorella, Sanford, Okay, so I got that all set up for you, so I think we can wrap it up here, Adam.
All right. Well, with that, then, thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTB Developments. However, with the playoffs on, sometimes we have to change days, like this week. You can find all of our streams archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTPdevelopments, with stream archives going live typically Saturdays at about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for European viewers, although again, like this week, probably a little bit later. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/franchise hockey manager. We're on Bluesky as @franchise hockey, or on Threads or on Instagram or other social medias. You can also reach out to us on our website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner to bring you to official forums and come talk about franchise hockey manager, out of the park baseball, perfect team go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so. Jets play Tuesday, Thursday next week, if I remember right.
Sunday, Tuesday,
Sunday, Tuesday,
Thursday.
well, theoretically Thursday. So we will presumably be back on Wednesday.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes, probably.
Assuming nothing else goes wrong. But yeah, we'll be back with this, and I guess we've got 11 games left in the season. That will get you into the playoffs, and we will be in the playoffs by some miracle. See how far we go there, because the owner certainly seems to expect us to be a contender now. Don't know how that's going to work out, and then we'll get the draft in there as well, too, possibly. Thanks for coming out, and we will see everybody back here a week from now, or 6 days from now at least.